You know what you need, bro? Sometimes you just do need a break. And this is a controversial topic in the manosphere and in with masculinity. Always be disciplined, always do what you have to do. But let me tell you something, bro. I've never gotten burnout in my life, but I've definitely had a lack of productivity just because I lost all my motivation. Because you can't always purely rely on discipline. Yes, discipline is maybe 70-80%, maybe less even. Depends on what you're doing. But if you can combine discipline with motivation, you will win. You will fuck everyone. Because that's how you really do 12-hour days. You know what I mean? And for me, I sometimes need to, and I'm learning this. I mean, I suck at this. I'm always I have work on my mind, even with my girlfriend. I'm getting better at this. But if you're watching this right now and you're someone who's just getting started, remember, don't be too hard on yourself. Like, yeah, if you fuck up, learn from it, but don't live in regret. If you fuck up, you want to analyze why you fucked up and tell yourself, you fucking idiot, don't do that again. But don't put your own self-worth low because you, in your eyes, are not disciplined or productive enough. Because at the end of the day, we do all have our own mindset and beliefs and environment to deal with. And just because someone else has success and someone else is super hyper productive doesn't mean you can't allow yourself to take one day a little slower than the other, because that will set you up better with better momentum for the next cycle. I'm not saying you should lounge around and eat shit. Stay in your routine, stay in your presence, be mindful, don't eat shit food, don't watch porn or play video games 8 hours. But if you watch Hamza, you're not gonna like this. But if you want to play 1 hour of video games a week or something, or 2 hours once a week, you can. You can, and you can still be hyper successful. Because it's really just about your belief, your mindset. Because if you have a belief that you can play 2 hours of video games a week and still be hyper successful, then you can. Because when Hamza says that,
you're wasting your life, you fat gaming sloth piece of shit.
You can't tell me he doesn't waste 2 hours a week with some dumb shit. You can choose which dumb shit that is. And at the end of the day, man, even if you don't waste those 2 hours, you can allow yourself to waste 2 hours for some peace of mind. I'm not saying become a Jeffrey or fall back into instant gratification lifestyle. What I'm saying is that if you don't allow yourself to sometimes enjoy life in a certain way that you want to, you're kind of blocking yourself off from what it means to be a human. Because I think as a human, you have a plethora of senses and experiences you can experience, and you should. You will never be able to relive this minute. Right now, like if you're 18 years old watching this right now, and you've been 18 for 6 months, 23 days, and 4 seconds, you're never gonna be that again. Delay your gratification for the future to have a better life, but when you're in a situation where you feel like you would look back on in a week and say, okay, yeah, I really enjoyed that, it gave me a lot of fulfillment, so I can do this right now, then do that. For me, 80%, 90% of the time, that's work. So in that sense, I'm perfectly fine. But if for you, or for me sometimes, that's also, I want to watch like a movie, a good movie, like Wolf of Wall Street. I've been planning that for months, but I haven't done it because I have not allowed myself to do it yet. Next time I have a good productive day in the evening, I'm going to allow myself to do that. And I will probably be very happy with it because I acted with certainty. If you're always acting with certainty, that means you're always aware of the long and short-term consequences of your actions. So watching a movie at the end of the night is only possible for me if I'm aware, okay, the consequence could be that I won't do this instead. Like I won't record another video instead. The reward is also, well, I'm going to recharge. The video would be shit anyway because I maybe already recorded 5. And the consequences really, if you're clear about them, okay, then you will never live in regret. And then you will always make the right choices, because acting in clarity always means you basically know what you're doing. That always means that you're going to be a man of your word. What you say, you will do because you know it's the right thing for you to do at the moment. And that can be watching a movie. It can. You just need to know and to make a calculated decision to watch a movie. And that's the key part. You can't be like floating like a feather in the wind, because that happens when you don't act with clarity, right? Then you're just going to be fucking feather in the wind. You're just going to be flowing and, oh, here, do this. come hang out, babe. Oh yeah, I'll come hang out. And then you regret it in the moment, and then she has a bad time, and then you have a bad time because you didn't even want to come hang out, but you wanted to please her in the moment because you had shit to do. And that's just acting without clarity. But if you're always like, come hang out, babe, stop, and you stop, and you think, you actually use your fucking brain. Because most people don't use their brain. And then you make a calculated choice. Okay, if I reprioritize and do this for 2 hours, I will have my biggest thing done right now, and then I can come hang out. But for that, tomorrow, I will not allow myself to watch a movie, for example. Then yeah, calculated, acted with clarity, you know the consequences and the rewards of your decision. Then you can allow yourself to do things. You need that, bro. Because if you're always fucking trying to be this hyper-productive Andrew Tate replica, you're gonna be miserable, trust me. You need to find the good balance. That takes time, it's long. I'm just about to get there, and I've been on hardcore self-improvement for like a year, and I'm just about to get there. But I'm still struggling with it. I'm still too hard on myself, and I'm still not productive enough. See? So it's like 3 areas of my life that I still all need to work on. And if those come together, they form like a perfect balance where I can be super fulfilled and happy with mainly work, but also being able to shut down once in a while and take a break, because I live in this time where that's possible. I'm able, with online business and all this shit, I'm able to work 6 hours a day instead of 14 hours a day like they used to do back in the day to have any amount of measurable success. Nowadays, we can work smart and not hard, and we can allow yourself not to get burnout, even though I don't get burnout, but I do get a loss of will, especially when things aren't going well. And push when things aren't going well, push, of course. But you're also allowed to take it a little less strict and slow, because your motivation is fucked anyway, and to build up again a little and then take that momentum and try to keep it as long as you can. But it's just the spontaneity of life. Sometimes it just cuts you off, bro, and you need to be certain of your actions then and act with clarity to not feel like a failure. That comes from doing a lot, but also not being too hard on yourself. Otherwise, you will feel like a failure either way. Because we can do everything, but still think we didn't do enough, at least in my case. You won't get that much enjoyment out of life. People say, how do you know life is about enjoyment? Well, living to your fullest is enjoying yourself, right? But also being comfortable is enjoyment. It's a survival instinct, bro. Like if you're with your girl chilling in your cave and you just defeated a saber-toothed cat, but you're just chilling, that's enjoyment. And that's when you feel the most happy, you could say. That's just something to consider, man. Alright? If you want more of this, bro, sub to my channel, and I have a Discord channel in the description below. Take care.